Well, the process has to start here when you're using a pour-over brewing method. Once you have grinded your beans in a particular way where you'll be using your paper filter on your grinder settings, now you have to pre-wet your filter just to take up the paper taste, and you try and heat up your brewing method in a particular way whereby we only use heated water up to 90 to 96 degrees. So here I am basically heating up my brewing method, then I will continue to brew to proceed. Now I do think my paper filter has enough water and my chamber is basically hot. Now you just have to remove all the unwanted water which you were using to heat up your method, and remove the paper taste before you can even start brewing, you know. Right. After heating up your chamber, you pour in your coffee, which has been grinded using paper filter on your grinder settings, whereby my proportion was 30 grams of fine ground coffee, which is equivalent to 450 milliliters of water, which must be heated up to 90 to 96 degrees. You just first pour a small amount of water just to bring your coffee to hydrate. Then you pour in a circular motion, making sure all grounds, the bed of ground on your paper filter gets the water, whereby turbulent the 3 T's come to play. Otherwise siyaphila sesiphumzo mfethu. Right, la ngithi angidli uKenya kancane sisafika bafethu.
Hayi wenzakala.
Ya abafethu laba bangale na.
Ngabe ngenza ama interviews feeling ama replacement ngale ngapila ngithi.
Ngibeni yezinto ongakazi.
Ukulethela abafana manje.
Mhlawumbe koba ngconywane ahlupho girl.
Ngiyabonga Mlwazelo.
Bahlupho.
Ngiyabonga mawusho njalo Mlwazelo ngingasho mina ngoba kubukeka kabi mawuyimini intombazane.
Ngaze kuthudle labanye ogela umoya.
Nomona wabo vele. Ngiyabonga yazi nje uthi ngirecording mangisho njalo bese ngisho ngaleli lazi.
So udlulisa leyo myalezo bekhona sinankinga.
Nango against nango. Ake lo. Ngiyabandlulula mina. Nginobandlululo abantu.
Hayi bakhandi bandlulu ayazodla ngendulo.
Hey.
Nduni is doing what's right for the business.
Yes. Yes.
Please buddy.
Thank you.
That's my fish and lezo zandla.
Oh Lord. Now my chamber is up here. I have poured 450 milliliters of water, which you can check here by any means. Right, that's the 450 milliliters of water, and that's the ground coffee. That's the coffee. Only if you guys could hear the smell. Oh my Lord, the aromas are amazing. My Kenyan coffee, actually I'm brewing a coffee from Kenya, so it's an African coffee all the way from Kenya. It's a medium roast coffee with a medium to low acidity, with a medium body, depending on the kind of brewing method you're using. Since I'm using a pour over method, for my one will be a very medium body, very smooth and lovely coffee. I can tell it, the citrus aromas are killing me here. As your coffee tends to cool down, you should be able to get aromas like your blueberries, your currant, your grapefruit, and all those citrusy fruit. Like as your coffee cools down. Now my 4 minutes is up here, so my coffee is done in a way. So we will now be tasting our coffee. Right, when it's done, so this is what it will basically look like here. That's your ground coffee beans, which has been exhausted by the water. And here right in front of me on my server, it's the actual coffee that has been brewed. Now it is ready to be tasted. Right, before we even taste our coffee, let me just remove what we don't need on our table here. And before we taste our nice coffee here, Kenyan coffee, we need to go through the 4 steps of tasting coffee, whereby we identify the different characteristics of the coffee, whereby we smell the coffee, we slap the coffee, we locate, and we try and describe all the experiences we had with our coffee. Now, as I told you guys what to expect from my coffee, in the meantime, while I go get some water to try and cleanse our palate, I will leave you with the Siya to try and explain himself and the experience he's had with Starbucks and what is his favorite brewing coffee. Masia, talk to the people here. Tell them what's your coffee.
What's up, everybody? My name is Siyabonga Ntombela from Starbucks for Value. My favorite coffee at the moment is house blend. House blend. It's just it's mind blowing. You know, it reminds me. When I take this coffee, it reminds me of it's a coffee which is opened doors for me. You know, it was the first coffee that I've tried so far. Yeah. I know there is so many coffees that we have here in Starbucks, but for me, my favorite is house blend. Yeah, so that's what I can say for now.
Right, I hope you guys had a good time with Masia here. So he's joining me. I just got some waters now. The water is for us to cleanse our palate, alright? This one's for you, Masia. This one's for me. So up to you to drink the whole water or just want the water to rinse your palate. So I'm very tasty in a way, so I'll be trying all of my water. Right, in doing so, I now have to pour our nice medium roast Kenyan coffee. It's for you, Masia.
Thank you so much, Lwazi.
Right, this is for me. There are some other folks that side who also interested in the coffee, but now it seems as if they are busy, so I cannot give them the coffee. So we go for our first step there, whereby we smell our coffee. So we have to cover it. It's the Starbucks tradition, and I think it's done everywhere. Like how people usually do it for wine, they try to identify these different characteristics before they drink it, you know. So it gives you a much better understanding of the product, and you are more likely to fall in love with the product. So preferably, let's try something new which I've seen. Try and close your eyes, okay? I want you to try and close your eyes and try and use your nose only to dictate what you are able to smell in there. So as my eyes are closed and I'm deep inhaling here, the first thing that I picked up was the roastiness. It was the roastiness of the coffee, since our coffees are roasted in such a way. Are you able to pick up anything, Demasia?
Yeah, it reminds me.
Keep those eyes closed. Now let's open the eyes. For me,
It reminds me of something like. It smells like lemon.
for me now, I'm getting like You know, when after ripping an orange or peeling an orange,
Yeah.
the smell you have on your hands of the
Oh, yeah,
residue
yeah.
of the oranges, that is what I'm getting at the moment. Now allow us to go to our second step, whereby we slap the coffee. We're slapping the coffee. We want it to reach the back of our tongue and our palate here. That will actually help us to dictate the acidity of the coffee. In this case, we have a very medium acidity, a medium to low acidity, depending on the palate of the human being though. So now we slap the coffee, Marcia. Your eyes are still closed, right? I presume. That's the first sip of the coffee. That's how you react to your first sip of the coffee. Oh, for me, it's starting to cool down, so very low acidity for me. It's a medium to low acidity. It's good. It's good. I like it.
Sure.
Now duty calls there on Marcia, so I shall continue alone here. Now I try and identify the body of the coffee, right?
Also testing cough la.
Yes, please also test the coffee.
Commission.
In
Thathi
the
commission stand njalo lokho simi bro ikhopho zathi angalichithi uzophuza sihamba. Ngizoba sini feedback. Bro ikhopho zathi angalichithi uzophuza sihamba. Izolo benosmash bebeshaya ama coffee testing phutheliwe kuphela.
I'm right sometime.
Hayi shothi ngishaya. Bengekho prepared uthi izolo.
Bengazulo ntuzana nje izolo mfethu. Usibonisile. Now amazwi. Ngibona ngizwe ngendaba. Bengazi ukuthi uzokwenza.
Kulandele nami. Mina bengifuna ukusayina off 100. Ngeke ngisejale uthe ngekuscience coffee testing lokusuyenzile. Uzofika sezokusayina. Ngithe kulungile ngibusaba. At least ekuphelile.
Usenkhohlwe ngisho ivalve ukuthi yini mesangazi
Ngikutshele kangaka kodwa.
wathi yini lo mbuko echaza
Athi mina ayi.
ithame ngaze ngayicupha lento yami oyicupha sengiqeda bese sithi yini isikhathi asiphelile sengithuze ngazazi ukuthi wathi kodwa waqaleka ngoba siye
Mthathe ngicuphe ngefoni bethi time ngibe ngabona ukuthi ayisebenzi.
mase ngingayenza ngasho
Kodwa kona kuhlanganile.
Ayiphi commission kanti ngithayilandi. Sophuzana ko thela lapho kimi.
Yeah.
Uyena ongekalithola.
Shithu right inkosi.
yini leqala
Kenya.
Hayi la.
Guys, what's commission?
Lase
Bayithatha
Africa.
phela.
Hayi lase Africa.
Sheshe. Hayi ngiqashile abantwana abawu2 Brazil abazokulalela laba ba right. Akubona abantu abazokugolozela, abantu
Ngenangi. Ngoba umuntu ngempela oyimisela ngomsebenzi. Singaloke silandelana.
Hawu, hayibo. Umuntu ongamani noma uyeza emsebenzini noma akezi. Hlezi kusimincile njalo simincile shifting ukuthi engabe uyezana umuntu. Hayibo. Hayi. Kwayi laba ama-seasonal mhlawumbe amantombazane azoba u2. The rest abafana 3. Cha mase ngithatha laba ba-December. Makuthiwa nginikwa 5.
Hayi ngeke amantombazane.
Ngizothi 2 girls kuphela. 3 omunye ngizoqasha futhi abafana.
njengoba nasekhazo sasa
Sina sibehleli sidoza amabhokisi.
Ngitokhe nikhala la. Ukuthi niyahlukunyezwa. Angithi.
kade thuzo
Kay.
Ayesini. Ayesini.
mina ngazosibona ukuyana
Isikhathi eside sanibona.
Wenza sure ukuthi ufuna
Oh hayibo. Ngizile sibingelela
Udlela.
ukuthi mama ngixoxa bandla
Ngizile wena.
Animniki coffee band udinga.
Hayi ubona ukuthi akekho.
Hayi.
Unawo lo mkhubani azoba ngisuka indlebe yami ngiyicijisile. Awu
Usicisisile.
ngiyumbuko uyadlula. Soba 3 asonga. Soba 3.
Nosibosha zonke.
Angazi kusibosha mina kodwa nje lo 3 ayizwanga nje. Uyachama usibosha akayizwanga nje.
Matasa.
Wena phila ke.
Ngisaphila. Uzwani ke?
Suzama icheck yakho
Ngifundile
yayizona.
khona ukutest ikhofi. Ngempela engathi futhi akazi mhlawumbe usuyofuna ukuzwa.
Ngizongebeka.
Yeah. Ayike
Uswani.
ekomishini khona lapho nduze office nangithela lapho.
Sungqine uthatha inkomishi ke. Ukhathele ngaleyo ndlela. Kukude ngaleyo ndlela uhlala khona ukuze uzokwazi ukuthatha inkomishi ephezulu.
Yakhokho.
Yeah, mfowethu.
Ngizokho.
Iphuzani vele?
Kenya.
Expire nje.
Hayi
Ushaya ngalento leyo ukuthi
Ufuna ukuyiqeda amanzi. Right. Oh, my superior is here with me, people. So you should be getting like any grapefruits, oranges, or cool lime there, mama. As it cools down, there should be some berry your any black currant fruit. You should be able to extinguish them.
khona okutholayo.
It's starting to get cool as it cools down.
umbi loshile. Serious.
Lotion.
Ngiloshile.
Oh, he was wrong to some course. I'm lotion
Ufuna ufana ufikele lapho umncanyana nje umzimba uthi afike ngo-10. Lozona.
Wayizona.
Benza ukuthi uzwe kuthiwa kufuneka abafana. Noma uthe akasho lo muntu othe
Befika
kufuneka
izolo.
abafana. Ngathi nafike namhlanje ngo-10.
Ongathi uneyingozi.
Angikaze ngimnakanga nje ubeshesha la mfana.
Umncanyana
Umncane kodwa
kushaya.
umzimba.
I think ilo ngimbone Lindsay. Mawukuthi I'm not mistaken.
Phela wena ushilo uzolo wathi ukhane naye Lindsay.
Elins unjani lo?
Isilendo nje ngasifisha sibe side ngasifisha.
Omncane nje mude.
Usayingane encane
Ingane,
Ubuka ngathi ingane kusona nje kudala.
ayifikile lo hayi ngimbonile.
Lo ingozi engozini.
Bekhona owengozi nalo. Bafikisene. Ngiyamkhumbula lo.
Umncanyana nje.
Hayi ngimnikile 10. Mncane ngiyakhumbula kodwa ukhulile.
Uyakhuluma ezixoxela nje.
Hayi ubengaxoxile kumini bengathi hayi
Uthutshela ubaba.
amangongwane.
Cause
Ulo ongathi namangongwane nje.
namangongwane. Ufike mina ufike nje wathi sawubona.
Hayi futhi bese bona wena leshaya ngongwane.
Noma ekhuluma
nawe ngizona mina it was so brief. Ngiyakhumbula ukuthi umbone nje ngathi it was brief. First nje sawubona njani uthe ngizokuthiwa
bekhuluma kahle
uthe nje utshela uthe ngizokuthiwa kufuneka
wena
abafana.
umbona nje bena
Ube right
bena
nje. Futhi akuyena.
angeke kube loyana
Wangithatha
Loyana nje.
umncane uyidaki.
hayi loyana nje
Lo mni chance kodwa.
Lamnika i-chat kodwa.
nginikile benthatha kodwa ibe beef ngoba
Watch
lo
your
owesibili oweka owakamashu
Ah!
angizowaste isikhathi sakho
Sibona ngegebengu
abanye